Welcome to the campus of Western Washington University, the site for tonight's very important GNAC battle between the Western Washington Vikings and the Concordia Cavaliers. Welcome inside Carver Gym. I'm Sean Wally, joined tonight by Jared Lewis, the Titan of Talk. Jared, this matchup couldn't mean more.
Boy, Sean, it is absolutely the most important game that the Vikings have played this year. It all comes down to this, as they proverbially say, Montana State Billings wins in Alaska earlier tonight. So it all comes down to the Western Washington Vikings need to win, and Simon Fraser needs to lose for the Vikings to make it into the GNAC tournament right here at WWU Court.
Vikings need a little help from Western Oregon that they defeated on Thursday to even be at this point.
Yeah, and a phenomenal game it was. Absolutely one of the best games we've seen here this year. 10 lead changes initially. It was a back-and-forth game before the Western Washington Vikings said, we're taking control in this one. They went on a 19-3 run to head into halftime up by 16, a lead they did not relinquish. And it was led by some all-around scoring from a few different players.
Huge night from Tucker Gunberg off the bench. We know he loves to shoot the three, and he did that and then some Thursday night.
Absolutely, finishing the game with 20 points overall on top of the three-pointers. He was driving hard. He finished some shots off the alley-oop and a couple of great moves inside on top of being the strong rebounder that we know him to be. And on top of his play, the other players that we talked about, Cam Rutherford and Trevor Jasinski, each chipping in 17 apiece. 10 and 11 rebounds respectively, as well as 11 from R.J. Seacrest and Leif Anderson. So as we talked about, is that all-around team effort is what brought the Vikings the victory.
Now for the Cavaliers from Concordia, they helped Western Washington by beating Simon Fraser in Canada on Thursday, and they've got, it's been a rough year for them, but Cody Starr is one of their bright spots.
Absolutely. Cody Starr with 14 points on Thursday. Dom Bradley with a 22.10 rebound game. And they also saw 10 points apiece from Hunter Sweet and Dakota Ayala. So again, a well-rounded game for them, showing anything can happen in these final conference games coming into the end of the year. A huge win for them that not only boosted their late season run, but really helped out the Western Washington Vikings and put them in a position where their fate is in their own hands.
Concordia is only 5-14 on the conference schedule this season, but they proved on Thursday that's why you play the games.
Absolutely, and as we said, anything can happen in any one of these games. So, to look at records on paper is one thing, but as you know, when it gets going, when the gym is pumping, it's late in the season, you've got nothing to lose. Really, anything can happen, and if both these teams bring the multiple scoring element that they brought on Thursday, it's anybody's game.
It is the final game of the regular season here at Carver Gym on WWU Court for the Western Washington Vikings, which means senior night, one lone senior, the floor general, Tyler Payne.
That's right, Tyler Payne. We love our seniors. Always fun to say goodbye to them, and thanks for the huge contribution that he's given to this program. I know he's going to be feeling a lot of things. We saw his family out front earlier. I know they're excited to be here, so we celebrate him tonight and everything he's done in his time here at Western Washington basketball.
And he's definitely wanting this not to be his final game tonight. Hopefully, the Vikings punching their ticket into the GNAC tournament. We'll find out tonight. It's the Cavaliers and the Vikings right here on Vikings TV.
if you are able, and remove your hats. It's time now to honor America as the Western Washington University Band plays our national anthem. Fans, we'd like to take a moment to welcome you to Senior Night. Fans, before we introduce all of our Viking seniors, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the best band in the GNAC, your Western Washington University Band. Fans, we'd also like to take a moment to salute Concordia's great class of 5 seniors. That's Jace Cates, Tyler Wells, Cody Starr, Jarrett Gray, and Daniel Thiessen. Congratulations on tremendous careers, and you have brought Concordia into the GNAC and have been a great opponent. Fans, Western Washington University Athletics and our basketball program would like to recognize our senior cheerleaders that have been instrumental in creating an energetic atmosphere at all home games. At this time, please welcome to the court, and they are surrounded by their family and friends. We'll start off first with Gigi Hake. Gigi is a Viking cheer captain from Marysville, Washington. She's in her 4th year as a cheerleader, majoring in international business. Next up, we have Hannah Schoenbein. Hannah is a Viking cheer captain from Tacoma, Washington, in her 3rd year as a cheerleader, majoring in English with creative writing emphasis. Next up, Trey Davis. Trey is an assistant captain from Bellingham, Washington in his 4th year on the cheer team, majoring in kinesiology. Moving to Nicole Russo. She's a team leader from Sammamish, Washington in her 4th year as a cheerleader, majoring in elementary and special education. Next up is Nancy Lang. She's the dance lead from Olympia, Washington in her 3rd year on the squad, majoring in management information systems with a minor in accounting. Next, we have Hannah Del Rosario from Everett, Washington. She's in her 4th year on the team, majoring in elementary education with emphasis in language, literacy, cultural studies with a minor in communications. Next, we go to Tia Robbins. Tia is from Tacoma, Washington. She's in her 3rd year as a cheerleader, majoring in elementary and special education. Next, we have Chad Chatelaine. He is from Bellingham, Washington. He's in his 2nd year on the cheer team, majoring in behavioral neuroscience with a minor in chemistry. And finally, we have Kiana Chong. Kiana is from Olympia, Washington, in her 1st year on the cheer team, majoring in communication. Fans, one more time, give it up for your Western Washington University Senior cheerleader. And now, fans, we'd like to change gear and welcome you to Tyler Payne Nights. It's time now to recognize our guest of honor, Tyler Payne. Tyler has been a key piece of our team over the last 2 seasons and is one of 3 co-captains this season. He wears number 1 on his back and takes on the responsibility of being a team leader and does an amazing job. A court general in every way, Tyler is having a great senior season, ranking in the top 10 in the GNAC in assists per game and coming off a career-high 20-point performance on Tuesday. Tyler, you've been a great addition to our program, and we look forward to seeing all the great things you do in life. Thank you for your infectious smile and your tremendous work ethic. You are a Viking for life. Ladies and gentlemen, senior point guard, number 1, Tyler Payne. Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First we'll meet the visitors, the Concordia Cavaliers. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 3, Jace Cates. At guard, a 6' senior, number 4, Tyler Wells. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 10, Jared Gray. At forward, a 6'6" junior, number 14, Dominique Bradley. And at forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 30, Hunter Sweet. Concordia is coached by Brad Barbarick. Brad is assisted by Marquise Matthews, Eric Jackson, Osa Ensene, Barry Adams, and Daniel Dutchman. Viking fans, are you ready? Chance to show your love. It's time now to meet the starting lineup for your Vikings. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 1, Tyler Payne. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 13, L.A. Leif Anderson. At forward, a 6'7" freshman, number 20, Jalen Reed. At forward, a 6'7" junior, number 24, T.J. Trevor Jasinski. And in the middle, a 6'9" junior, number 25, Cam Rutherford. Your Vikings, they're coached by Tony Dominguez. He is assisted by David Dunham, Bob Hofstetter, and Atamio Jude. 6th man, it's
Connecting at WQ Court inside Carver Gym. Sean Wally alongside Jared Lewis and our entire Vikings TV crew one more time here in the 2018-2019 season. The final game on the docket, the Concordia from Oregon. They are up, all the way up I-5. They just defeated Simon Fraser on Thursday night, doing the Vikings a favor. A huge game tonight, Jared.
A big one, Sean. A lot on the line here, and it's time for the tip-off. Controlled by the Vikings, senior Tyler Payne. Get things started.
No better way to start the game with the ball in Payne's hands. His final game in the regular season for Western Washington. Jalen Green, the jumper, short. Rebound to the Cavaliers. Cavaliers and Vikings here in Bellingham. Tyler Wells, hands off to Jarrett Gray. Wells gets it back. Gray off the screen. Left-hand dribble, attacking the rack. TJ with the swat.
Great position by Jasinski. Came right up over the back. And excellent body control to get that block. You take a look here. Jasinski puts himself in position. Perfect. Get a hand on that ball.
Concordia to inbound. Sweet out of the corner. Into the lane. The nice bounce pass. Wells the layup. First bucket of the game. 2-0 Cavaliers. Huge game for Western Washington. They have to take care of their own business. They need a win tonight and help from Western Oregon, who is battling Simon Fraser as we speak up in Canada. Vikings, another miss from the baseline. Back come the Cavaliers. Gray to Sweet. Cates, top of the key. Good ball movement by the Cavaliers. Baseline jumper is short by Sweet. Payne has it ahead to Jasinski for the Vikings. Cam Rutherford had a good night Thursday night. He's baseline, throws it away. Back comes Concordia. They're up 2-0. Gray, Jasinski on him. Sweet swings it to Tyler Wells. Bradley for three. Too strong. Rebound to Jalen Green. Back come the Vikings. Tyler Payne, the senior, the lone senior on the Viking roster. His family's here. It's got to be a bittersweet moment for Payne. He shoots the three. Rims out. 17:45 left first half in Bellingham, Washington. Concordia, the big upset of Simon Fraser Thursday, and there's Cam Rutherford, the steal to the rack for the slam dunk.
Great anticipation by Rutherford defensively. He saw that pass and put himself right in the spot he needed to be in and breaks away for a big jam.
First basket for the Vikings. We are tied at 2. 17-17 and counting first half. Gray on the block, back and down. Green, the floater is good. It's 4-2 Concordia. Tyler Payne across half court. Hands off to Anderson. Anderson clearly all healed from taking the elbow to the head Thursday night. Rutherford battling for the basketball. A foul is called. That is on Tyler Wells of Concordia.
And as we saw so much on Thursday, Rutherford putting himself in position underneath the basket, creates so many opportunities, gets the foul there. You know he'll be looking to claim his own underneath tonight.
Green, the pass to Jasinski, intercepted. Concordia to the rack. That's Jarrett Gray laying it up and in. Jasinski could not swat it. 6-2 Cavaliers. Jasinski trying to answer for three. Knocks down his first triple of the night. The Vikings would love it if he was hot tonight.
You can tell he looks anxious to get something going. The Vikings, some good shots early on, just not dropping. Just waiting to find their flow.
Wells answering. with a three, but it caroms off the rim. Payne the rebound. Vikings can take the lead. Anderson for three. Down it goes, and he's excited about that. 8-6 Vikings.
Beautiful rotation as always. That quick release from Anderson barely even moved the net.
Vikings their first lead. Inside, 16 minutes left, first half. Gray, his three. A high bounce off the rim. The tall Cam Rutherford with the rebound. Payne in front of the Concordia bench to Cam. Payne gets it back. Jasinski calling for the ball on the baseline. Outside to Anderson. Swings it to Green. Bounce pass to Cam outside. Jasinski for three. Good rotation. Too strong, but Green the offensive rebound. Rutherford, the baseline spin. The floater is good. 10-6 Vikings.
Beautiful turnaround from Cam Rutherford there. Great ball movement by the Vikings. Being patient, working for the good shots.
Gray, top of the key for the Cavaliers. Behind the back dribble. Cates, the triple is good in front of the Viking bench. 10-9 Vikings.
Payne doing a great job being in control of the floor as we've seen from him all year long.
Anderson to Green in the corner. Left-hand dribble, the product of Renton, Washington. To Tyler Payne, finds Cam under the basket. Foul called on the Cavaliers, Dom Bradley. .34 left, first half. Timeout on the floor. Vikings lead by one, 10-9 here on Vikings TV.
Welcome back, Viking TV. As you see there, Cam Rutherford, the great breakaway off the steal. Brings it home, rather, for a Vikings first score. 10-9 Vikings lead here at WQ Court.
14:34 left, and speaking of Rutherford, there he is at the free throw line, the 6'9 junior out of Portland, Oregon. Makes it 11-9, a 2-point Viking lead. Sean Wally alongside Jared Lewis and our entire Vikings TV crew. Thank you for joining us on Vikings TV and GNAC.TV as well. Lots of implications tonight in the GNAC. Who will punch their ticket to the GNAC tournament hosted right here starting Thursday? Concordia will not be in the tournament, but they're not quitting on the season as they defeated Simon Fraser on Thursday.
And a big win for them, too. And as we said, it just goes to show that anything can happen. Here we are in the last night of conference play, and so much still undecided.
Still 2 spots left. Top 6 teams in the conference will be here in Bellingham Thursday through Saturday, March 7 through 9. Vikings with the rebound, they're up 12-9. Tyler Payne, the left-hand dribble. 14 minutes left, first half here in Bellingham. Anderson, the skip pass to Payne. To Jasinski. Too wide, out of bounds, turnover to Concordia. Wells takes a seat. Cody Starr in the game for Concordia, and he's got the basketball. (12-9) Vikings by 3. On the block for Concordia, that's Ayala. His shot over the rim. Rutherford another rebound. Payne across half court for the Vikings. He doesn't want this to be his final college basketball game. He is the lone senior for Western Washington. Jalen Green, the opposite. He's a freshman. Payne, behind the back dribble, working on Starr. Rutherford for 3. Off back iron. Rebound to Gray. Here come the Cavaliers. Cates throws it away. Anderson has it. Ahead to Green for the Vikings. Green, the jumper, way too strong. There for the rebounds, Jasinski, his shot won't go. Rutherford using his height for the rebound, but a foul is called on Cam Rutherford.
Boy, a lot going on underneath there. Cam Rutherford had himself in position, just a little bit of a bump coming up over. Gets him the foul as we see Tucker, Eddie Gunberg, and KJ Bosco checking in for the Vikings.
Bosco well rested as he did not play Thursday night. Coach's decision. KJ's healthy and in the game. There's a foul down low on Cam Rutherford. That's his second 2 quick fouls on Cam.
What's been a pretty low foul game so far, unlike what we saw on Thursday. Rutherford needs to be careful here.
Cody Starr for Concordia, short arms the free throw. Out of Troutdale, Oregon. Had a big night Thursday at Simon Fraser in the victory. Misses both free throws to the delight of the Viking faithful here inside Carver Gym. 12:35 to play. KJ Bosco on the baseline. Under the basket. And they call traveling there, Jared?
I think we did out of bounds. Phil stepped right on the line there. Just a little bit of court awareness here. Some of these little things I know Coach Dominguez wants to see them tighten up here.
Cavaliers down 3 with the basketball. Ayala to Starr. Payne guarding him. Gray with it, top of the key. Down low, they go to Ayala. Working on Allmeyer into the game. Uses the glass and the rim. It's 12-11 Vikings. Inside 12 minutes left, first half. Jasinski, top of the key, left-hand dribble. Knocks down the defender. Payne for 3. Off back iron. Battle for the basketball. Ayala has it. Throws it ahead to Starr. Starr in the lane, and a foul is called on Tyler Payne on the floor before the shot.
This is exactly what you saw from the Concordia team that won on Thursday. They got a few different points of attack, a few different guys that can score a bucket. Coach's going to take some time here to talk it over.
11:41 left, first half. Vikings lead by 1, 12-11 here in Bellingham on Vikings TV.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieve a lot of the financial burden.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Notify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
because we can. Learn more and take the pledge. at itsonus.org.
Back here in Bellingham, Washington, inside Carver Gym on WWU Court. Sean Wally with Jared Lewis and our entire Vikings TV crew. Out of the timeout, Concordia will inbound. Starr out top to Ayala. Starr gets it back. Vikings up 12-11. Concordia can retake the lead. Gray into the lane, loses the basketball. Seacrest has it for the Vikings. Seacrest baseline, picks up his dribble, finds Andy Gunberg for three. Off the rim, rebound to Ayala. Concordia regains the lead. Hunter Sweet, the layup. It's 13-12 Cavaliers. Andy Gunberg, the jumper inside the three-point line is good. Vikings back in front, 14-13.
Great job by Tucker and Gunberg. Oh, we see the up and under there. There's steps before he gets the shot off. And a turnover, that'll be Viking basketball. Great job by the Vikings defense.
10:49 left here, first half. In a close contest so far. Vikings up 14-13. Bosco inbounds to Seacrest. RJ Seacrest from Silverdale, Washington to Andy Gunberg. Bosco back to Andy Gunberg, overthrows him. Miscommunication by the Vikings.
You can see Tucker and Gunberg directing his teammates there where they need to be. A little bit of miscommunication. These are things Coach wants sealed up here this late in the season. Don't want to be making those little mistakes.
Ayala top of the key for Concordia to Wells. Starr has it now, back to Wells. Down low on the block to Ayala. He throws it away out of bounds to the Vikings.
Great double team coverage there. The Vikings doing a great job helping across. They cause Ayala to turn and fire that one right into the cheerleaders.
RJ Seacrest across half court for the Vikings. 10:08 to play first half. Vikings by one. Allmeyer, top of the key to Andy Gunberg in those bright shoes. Is that highlighter orange?
Boy, it sure looks like it.
Jasinski, look at the moves. The step back, he's fouled and gets the shot up. What an up fake by TJ.
As we've seen so many times this year, Jasinski with a great job and body control, finding the fouling and into the shot, knowing just where to place himself to bring himself to the free throw line, where the Vikings have been very, very strong this year.
Jasinski, the 6'7" junior from Camas, Washington. Good rotation. Free throw is down and in. Very early on, well, not too early on, they're ahead of us by about 5 minutes up in Canada. 4:19 left to play. Western Oregon, so far so good. They're up 25-18 on Simon Fraser.
And that's a win that the Western Washington absolutely must have.
Starr for Concordia. They trail by 3. Tyler Wells to Ayala. Gray with it now. Gray gets it back from Ayala. Top of the key for 3. Too strong. Bosco skies for the rebound, and he is fouled by Tyler Wells.
A great job by Bosco, putting himself in position, keeps the ball high. As we said, Sean, Western Washington victory, Simon Fraser loss. Vikings are in the tournament next week right here at WWU Court, so we're going to be keeping an eye on that one, of course, updating fans throughout the game tonight.
So tough when you have to rely on other teams. You've had the entire year to write your own ticket, and unfortunately that doesn't happen, but RJ Seacrest says, I'm going to help, knocking down a 3, 19-13 Vikings.
Under pressure, as we saw a few times against Western Oregon on Thursday, RJ Seacrest steps up and knocks it down.
Hunter Sweet, what a move in the lane. 19-15, Concordia within 4. Seacrest looking for Allmeyer down low. Inigunberg for 3. Too strong off the iron. Back come the Cavaliers. And a foul is called on KJ Bosco. He can't believe it. The Viking coaches don't agree. But it is what it is. Foul on Bosco.
A little frustrated there as we see Jalen Green checking back in. Anytime you're in the open court and to show hands like that, you leave the official in a very tough spot.
Bosco to the bench. Green returns. So Coach Dominguez going with a smaller, quicker lineup. 8:32 and counting, first half here in Bellingham. Star, a deep 3 off the rim. Offensive rebound, Hunter Sweet. Shot rejected by Green. Seacrest on the attack in the lane. Splitting the defenders. Somehow got that shot up, but it's short. Back comes Star. Concordia will not go away. Cates loses the basketball. Gray picks it up. Into the lane is Gray. He stumbles, somehow finds Ayala. Under the basket, gets it to fall. 19-17, Concordia down 2.
Making use of that up and under. Concordia showing there's nothing to lose for them. They're here to fight.
7:50 left, first half here in Bellingham. Inigunberg finds TJ. TJ spins baseline, and a foul is called. That foul will be on Jarrett Gray of the Cavaliers.
A lot of contact there on the shot. Jasinski can feel that, puts himself in position, get the shot off.
7:41 left, first half here in Bellingham. Western leads 19-17 here on Vikings TV.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back, Viking TV, as we see RJ Seacrest here off the dribble, stands up, sticks the three-pointer. Leaves us where we are, 19-17, 7:41 remaining here in the first, Sean.
Concordia doing great work down low. Majority of their points in the paint.
14 out of 17. The Vikings have got to do a better job containing them outside and keeping them out of the paint.
Jace Cates hit with the foul. Jasinski will inbound again from the baseline. 7:39 to play. He gets into the senior playing in his final regular season game in a Western uniform. That's Payne. Top of the key to Inigunberg. The spin in the lane from the left elbow. Shot off the rim. Ayala the rebounds. Concordia can tie or take the lead. Cody Starr in front of the Western bench. Goes baseline. He's double teamed. Throws it. Bosco almost intercepts it, knocks it out of bounds. Will be Concordia basketball. Micah Wynn making an appearance here for the Vikings. Inigunberg to the bench. 7:16 to play, first half. Vikings up by 2. Concordia basketball. Not anymore. They lose it out of bounds to the Vikings.
That's right. Starr lost control there, stumbled just a little bit. Viking basketball. Michael Wynn on the inbounds.
Payne calling out the offensive set for the Vikings. 7:05 to play first half on WWU Court inside Carver Gym in Bellingham, Washington. Payne out of the corner, off the screen from Bosco. The jumper off the rim. Shooting percentage not great for the Vikings, even though they lead by 2.
You know, 33% so far, and some of those shots just a little bit rushed. As we see Jace Cates knock down the 3 there. Vikings want to take some time, work for that better shot.
Bosco to answer for 3. The big man knocks it down, regaining the lead. The Vikings up 22-20.
And that's what we're talking about right there. Looking for the wide open jumper, step up, take it under control.
Jasinski knocks the ball away. Battle for it on the floor. And a foul, a kick ball is actually called. Is it on Jasinski? Meaning Concordia basketball. It looks that way. They're putting 20 seconds on the shot clock. Concordia will inbound. You look at the replay there. Directly in front of us, courtside here at WWU Court. Jace Cates to inbound for the Cavaliers. He gets it to Starr. Starr guarded by Wynn. Starr the left-hand dribble. Outside to Sweet for 3. Concordia back in front, 23-22.
We'll see another lead change here early on.
The longer this game is close, you'd think the tighter the Vikings will get, but a long way to go. Payne throws it off a Cavalier. It'll be Viking basketball as the ball rolls out of bounds. Dominique Bradley returns for Concordia. Green to inbound for the Vikings in front of the Cavalier bench. Green goes up high to Bosco. Bosco hugging the basketball. He has 1 3 already. Michael Wynn, the jumper off the iron. Green, the rebound. He puts it up and in. He's fouled. Jalen Green, a potential 3-point play.
Great job by Jalen Green, putting himself inside, gets the rebound, maintains control. See him here grab that ball, find himself knows his position under the basket, up and under on the reverse for the and 1.
Halftime at Simon Fraser up in Canada. Western Oregon needs to win to have the Vikings a shot at getting in the GNAC tournament. Western Oregon leads 29-23 at the half. Western back in front, 24-23. The Vikings by 1. They need a victory and the Western Oregon victory up in Canada to punch their ticket to the tournament, but Concordia has other things to say. 3 there by Butler, 26-24 Cavaliers. Jalen Green to answer, good rotation, but it's short. Concordia the rebound, that's Butler. Ahead to Cody Starr. Nobody stops his penetration. Off window, too strong. And a foul is called on Hunter Sweet. It'll be Viking basketball.
Hunter Sweet with the push there, a little bit of contact to create that space for the rebound. You can see Starr up there. Sweet says, get out of here. Picks up the foul there. That'll be Viking basketball as we see TJ check back in.
Vikings in the bonus. That's the 8th foul of the half on the Cavaliers. 8 fouls for Concordia, just 4 for the Vikings. Seacrest back into the game as well. Michael Wynn takes a seat for Western Washington. Good to see Leif Anderson back doing all right and playing. Missed the free throw, but Seacrest the offensive rebound. TJ top of the key. He and Starr going at it a little bit in the lane. Foul on Starr. You see the officials talking to both players.
Jasinski making it very clear he's being manhandled. He does not like it, letting the official know. Official setting the tone here. It's a good chance for the Vikings, who've been very, very strong on the line with 9 fouls on Concordia.
Concordia up by 2. Jasinski can tie it if he sinks both free throws. Hits the first, he'll get one more. Jasinski from Camas, Washington, just east of Vancouver, just north of Portland. Second free throw rattles off.
A lane violation there at the top by Concordia. I believe that was Jarrett Gray. Stepped in just a hair early. Give Jasinski another one here.
Great look from our basket cams here at Carver Gym. We're tied at 26. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left first half in a very important GNAC battle. Western needs the victory. Concordia would love to play spoiler. Concordia in the lane. Foul is called. Hunter Sweet will go to the line. Viking foul on RJ Seacrest.
Seacrest picks up his first personal, sending Hunter Sweet to the line. Sweet with a big night on Thursday, putting in 10 in that victory. The Vikings continue, or the Cavaliers rather, continue to make things happen in the paint. It's where the Vikings really need to come on shutting them down.
4:22 and counting first half here in Bellingham, Washington. This GNAC battle. Anderson for the Vikings to Seacrest. Off the screen from TJ. TJ wants the basketball, he gets it. One dribble and the three rattles out. So close, but it popped out. Concordia up by 2 with the ball. Nice no-look pass to Sweet down low. That's Bradley the miss. Vikings on the run, ahead to Anderson. Doesn't have numbers. Finds Bosco. TJ now going baseline, under the hoop, outside. Anderson for 3. Vikings needed that one. They've been missing shots lately. Anderson solves that. They're back in front, 29-28 Vikings.
Anderson's specialty, that beautiful English on a quick release. That's just what he loves to do. Perfect position there, and a great pass from TJ to find him open.
Sweet down low on Jasinski, gets it to fall. 30-29, another lead change. Cavaliers by 1. The senior, Tyler Payne. His family's in the building. Jasinski to Anderson, another 3. This one high arcing. Anderson adjusting to the defender, knocks down the 3. Western by 2.
And again, a great pass from Jasinski, finding the open man. Anderson with his signature quick release and follow through, knocks it home.
Butler is short on the shot. Jasinski has it for the Vikings. 2:43 and counting first half. Jasinski for 3. It's off the iron. Rebound to Bradley. Star across half court. Concordia can tie or take the lead. 2:30 and counting first half in Bellingham, Washington. Sweet in the lane. Bosco tries to alter the shot, but he gets it to fall. We're tied at 32.
And Sweet continues to be a presence inside where the Cavaliers have scored most of their points, Sean.
Payne to Bosco. Bosco top of the key. The big man already has 1 3-pointer. Spins in the lane. Somehow gets a shot off, and it's out of bounds. But I think we have a foul called. We do. Foul on Cody Starr of Concordia. Minute 59 left. We're tied at 32. Timeout on the floor. We'll return to Bellingham after this on Vikings TV as you take a look at Jasinski down low to Anderson for 3.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back to Carver Gym on WWU Court. GNAC basketball. Sean Wally alongside Jared Lewis. The Vikings and the Cavaliers knotted at 32. We're inside 2 minutes left. First half in a must-win game for the Vikings. After the timeout, Concordia to take the lead. They want a three-pointer. Jared Gray gives it to him. 35-32 Cavaliers.
Concordia continues to hit from the outside. The bulk of their points coming inside, but finding the three ball when they need it.
Payne, down low to Bosco. Payne gets it back, the senior for three. Off the rim, shooting percentage not there tonight so far for the Vikings.
Just 34% in this first half so far, Sean.
Starr misses the three. Bosco the rebound for Western Washington. 1:15 left here first half. Vikings trail by 3. Western Washington needs the victory. Bosco, top of the key, his three off back iron. Final minute, first half on WWU Court. Cody Starr has Concordia in the lead by 3. He's directing traffic. 15 on the shot clock. Bradley on the left elbow, finds Starr. 8 to shoot for Concordia. Sweet goes baseline. 3 on the way, down and in. Butler making it a 38-32, 6-point Concordia lead as we are getting close to halftime, Jared.
They have been tough inside now. They got nothing to lose here, and they know it, showing the team that got a big victory on Thursday.
Jasinski splitting the double team, can't get the shot to fall. Concordia the rebound. 6 seconds left. Starr. 3 seconds left for Concordia. The long three is short, and that ends the first half of play here in Bellingham. Western Washington trailing by 6. The Cavaliers lead 38-32. Halftime in Bellingham. Back after this on Vikings TV.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Opportunity to me means doing the things that will make you a better future. I always dreamed of graduating from college. So being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed was paying off. Having an athletic scholarship for the University of Mount Olive was key for my success. I had the opportunity to not only get an education, but be able to develop as an individual. My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights, or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Back here in Bellingham as we get set for the second half. Sean Wally alongside Jared Lewis. Western Washington trails by 6. They've got some work to do, but there are a lot of people here in this gym tonight and some special Viking faces in the crowd.
That's right, as we see the family of Tyler Payne there, our senior here tonight, represented well. They've got him there, not only in spirit, but in a great big sign.
Not only that, but just to the picture of Tyler to the right, there is Amanda Lance on her phone, and Bobby Westendorf of the Viking women's basketball team, and they have punched their ticket to the GNAC tournament starting on Thursday.
That's right, we'll be seeing them here next week. I know they'll be excited to be playing GNAC tournament basketball right here in front of their hometown crowd. It's going to be a great tournament.
First half highlights as halftime winds down. Concordia trying to play spoiler. They are up 38-32, and the majority of Concordia's points have come in the paint, although they have hit some big threes.
Boy, they have, and that, it's really been the tail of the tape has been the shooting. Concordia 50% from the field, shooting 15 of 30 in the first half to just 31% for Western Washington. And the Cavaliers also shooting 46% from three-point land as well. So really, getting it done where they need to. Another big one, 18 points in the paint. So after the paint stopped working for them, they head outside to find the three ball. Hunter Sweet, the big leader there with 13 total points, so almost all coming inside. They've really got to put a body on him.
Somehow they are way ahead of us in Canada. Simon Fraser hosting Western Oregon. Western Oregon needs to win to give the Vikings a shot at the GNAC tournament. Vikings have to win here tonight as second half action is underway here in Bellingham. Western Oregon up 43-35, only 14 minutes left at Simon Fraser.
They're moving along quick.
Concordia begins with the basketball. Look at the senior Payne doing everything he can to punch the ticket, and there's Jasinski for the dunk. And the rim says, no, not now. 19:30 left. Concordia back the other way. They're up 6, looking to go up possibly 9. Three ball in the corner, too strong, but the rebound and putback by Dom Bradley. 40-32, Vikings down 8.
Vikings really need to come out and make a run here strong to start off this second half. They're just looking to find that offensive flow and what works for them.
Rutherford in the lane, excuse me, Jared. The jumper is good, 40-34. Concordia by 6, 18:53 left. in what could be the Viking season.
And just what I was going to say there, my apologies, Sean. Rutherford having him back in the middle is going to make a big difference.
A long two, down and in by Jarrett Gray, 42-34. Concordia acting like they're going to the GNAC tournament, and they're going home after this game. Rutherford spins, has it stolen away. Wells the pick in his pocket. Wells to Sweet. Outside they go to Gray. Sweet gets it back. Three on the way by Bradley. Are you kidding me? Concordia up 11, 45-34. Tony Dominguez wants to talk things over with his Vikings. Concordia coming out on fire. Vikings acting like their season is over, and if they don't win, it is.
Absolutely. Combined with that Simon Fraser loss that they need, they have, you know, their fate in their own hands here, and they just don't seem to be able to find that consistent thing that's working for them. Concordia right now scoring at will. They're putting up wherever they want to put up, and it's falling, and the Vikings are trying to figure out a way to respond.
Where's the energy we saw Thursday night from the Vikings?
That multiple-pronged attack, that's a team that can beat anybody in the GNAC. You know, I think without question, it's a team that has some threats, scoring from all kinds of different positions. They just need to try to find a couple buckets, get that consistency, get their feet under them, and make their own run here. But as they get down here coming in the start of the second, they are definitely frustrated early on as they try to find that working combination.
Here courtside, WQ Court, Sean Wally with Jared Lewis, 18:07 left to play. Vikings, you know, they have to win or their season is over.
And they know it, and then now they need to play like it.
You know, it's human nature to play a little tighter when the pressure's on. But they do need to pop an energy drink, you know, find the energy they had Thursday night when everything was flowing right.
Well, and you said it's that instinct, but what got them that win was fearless basketball. They played fearless against a strong Western Oregon team, and they need to dig deep and find that here in the second half.
Cam Rutherford to Green, it's intercepted. Concordia up 11 with the basketball. Wells to Sweet, driving baseline. Shot not even close. Battle for the basketball. Rutherford has it for the Vikings. 17:40 left, potentially in the Viking season. Anderson to Green. Jalen Green from Renton, Washington. Purple shoes Green. To this lone senior on the Viking roster, that's Payne. Payne, the jumper from the left elbow, off the rim. Rutherford skies for the rebound. Outside to Payne, a reset of the offense. 17-10 and counting. Second half here in Bellingham. Green for three in the corner, good rotation, but it's off. Jasinski the rebound, his putback won't go. He gets his own rebound and this time gets it to fall. 45-36, Concordia by 9.
Now that's, you know, it's a lot offensively, it's exhausting, but that's what they need. They're working for the good shots. They're consistent follow up on their first shot. Battle hard for that rebound to get a much needed bucket there.
Gray, the jumper inside the three-point line, rims out. Anderson has it for the Vikings, ahead to Green. He doesn't have numbers. Slows it down, out to Anderson. Anderson attacking the rack, he's fouled, and will head to the line for two shots.
Leif Anderson doing a great job reading the defense there. Patient look up top, waiting for the offense to start, sees the gap, and exploits it, put himself on the line.
Official stopped play for a moment. And apparently we have an official timeout. Not exactly sure what's going on right now. They're going to look at the last play, I'm assuming, as the officials head over to the replay monitor. So you see Concordia's bench. Their head coach, Brad Barbarick, in his 25th season spending the majority of his coaching life at Concordia.
Yeah, and he knows, you know, he's been through lots of ups and downs, been through stronger seasons than this one, so he knows that staying the course is what matters. That's what he's telling his guys. Records are out the window. What matters is what you do on the court right here tonight. Not sure if the officials are taking a look there at who they think committed that foul.
See the Vikings on the floor talking to each other, getting everything on the same page as they have a run to make. The Vikings are down 9, and the game clock is what the officials were looking at.
I thought I heard the official reference that when he spoke to his partner. I think they were checking there to see exactly when that shot went off and when the foul was committed.
They reset it to 16-31. Anderson hits the free throw. Every point a necessity at this juncture for the Vikings. 45-37. Cavaliers trying to play spoiler here in Bellingham. Anderson rattles the second free throw in. 45-38. Cavaliers by 7. Wells working on Payne. Picks up his dribble. Skip pass down low. Outside to Gray. In the lane. Sweet gets the shot to fall. 47-38. Concordia showing no fear.
You got to give Hunter Sweet credit. He has absolutely battled for his points inside.
Jasinski calling for Rutherford. Takes it to the baseline. Green in the lane. His shot partially blocked by Sweet. Green gets it back outside to Payne. Rutherford from the right elbow. Rutherford's jumper is on tonight.
Well, he sure is, and having him back in the game, as we said, is a huge factor here, and a great job finding the open Cam Rutherford for the basket.
15:33 left here in Bellingham, Washington. Concordia up 7. What a drive on the baseline, getting that shot to fall. Tyler Wells, it's a 9-point Concordia lead. Jasinski has 9 points tonight. He hands off to Anderson. Anderson, left side of the lane, in the corner to Payne. Green on the left block, backing down on Sweet. Turns in the lane and the shot falls. It's 49-42. Cavaliers with inside 15 minutes.
See a great battle going on there between Jalen Green and Hunter Sweet. Sweet challenges him. Green puts the shoulder down with a great post move, up and in.
An air ball, but getting the shot is Bradley, and he is fouled. Rutherford committing the foul. That's his third. Don't want Cam in foul trouble because he's got 10 points on the night.
It's a huge, huge factor for them tonight with 3 fouls. They've got to keep him in the game. They've got to keep ahead in the game.
14:47 left. Concordia up 49-42 in Bellingham. Bellingham, Washington, an uneasy crowd here this evening because the Vikings trail by 7 and they need the victory to have a shot at the GNAC tournament hosted right here on the campus of Western Washington University on Thursday. and they also need a victory by Western Oregon up in Canada at Simon Fraser. And right now, Western Oregon doing the job. They're up 50-43 with 8:32 left.
Consistent lead they've had all night so far, Sean. But the Vikings within striking distance here. This is just a couple possessions in a run away from being a very, very close ball game.
Free throw up and in by Bradley, 51-42, a 9-point Concordia lead. The Vikings need to chip away. They need to get some stops on defense. Bosco for the Vikings to Rutherford. Anderson to Bosco, or I should say Rutherford, down low to Green, and he is fouled. Foul on Tyler Wells. Green will inbound for the Vikings. You look at a replay of the foul. Green getting upended.
Good position there, Jalen Green, and just got moved out. Can't go underneath him once he's established position.
Jasinski. The Vikings could use him to get hot here tonight. And that's not how you do it.
These little troubles continuing to plague the Vikings as we see Starr bring it up.
Concordia by 9. A bucket here would put them up double digits. Not what the Vikings need. Sweet to Starr. Back to Sweet. Moves on Bosco. Jumper rattles out. Green, the rebound for the Vikings. Green has it. Working on Sweet. Stops the jumper. Down it goes. Jalen Green. 51-44. Concordia in the lead. 13:45 to play. Foul in the lane. Bradley is fouled. Shot will not go. KJ Bosco hit with the foul. That is his third. So the two big men, Bosco and Rutherford, both have 3 fouls, Jared.
Well, I tell you, what a factor. You know, because when you have that third foul, you're telling your big man to be careful. You don't want him to let off at all. You see Tucker and Gunberg check in here, hoping for him to get hot. You want your big guys to go in there and battle without worrying about those fouls.
Jasinski to the bench. Second free throw is good. 52-44, Concordia in the lead. Green to inbound. He needs to get it in. Does get it into Rutherford. Back to Green. Somebody needs to get hot for the Vikings. Green had the last basket. And he turns it over. Back comes Concordia, and they turn it over. Rutherford picks it up. He's attacking the rack. He finds Gunberg into the lane. The layup is good. 52-46. Vikings inching closer.
Great job by Rutherford staying on the ball up court, finds Gunberg on the break, and puts himself in position for that score.
Starr, top of the key. Gunberg knocks the pass. It's out of bounds. Who's it off of? It'll be Concordia basketball. Jasinski back into the game. Just needed a quick breather, maybe a sip of water. No time to sit on the bench when you trail by 6 in what could be the final game.
Absolutely. There's no time to be wasted here. You need everything out of those players that have got you here.
Sweet, top of the key for the Cavaliers. Starr has it. He stops for 3. Off the rim. Anderson the rebound. Vikings on the break. They got a 3-on-1 advantage. Anderson to Gunberg. Bosco, top of the key for 3. Doesn't fall. Jasinski was open as well. Cavaliers by 6. Vikings could have used that 3 right there. 12:35 and counting. Could it be all that's left in the Viking season? Nice court awareness, finding Dakota Ayala underneath. 54-46, Concordia by 8. Jasinski rising for 3. Off the back iron. Rebound to the Cavaliers.
And that's not the shot that they need. You know, they don't need to make anything out of desperation. There's a lot of basketball to be played here. They need to work slowly for that good open shot. Leif Anderson picking up the foul.
12:08 left. Vikings need a run because Western Oregon is taking care of Simon Fraser. They're up 13. The Wolves over the Clan.
That's right. The other two of those two keys we needed to happen tonight. So far going down. Star puts up a three, comes up short. Bosco on the rebound.
Gunberg to Anderson. Back to Gunberg. The Vikings need him to heat up. Rim not helping. 11:45 left. Gray with it for the Cavaliers. To Star. The chant of defense from the home Viking crowd. Star, top of the key. Bradley back to Star. 10 to shoot for the Cavaliers. A three on the way by Sweet. It doesn't fall, but he is fouled. Bosco knocking Sweet down. You just can't do that.
No, you got to have the self-control, presence of mind to know, especially when you're exposed in that shot, you're not going to make that contact.
This timeout is sponsored by
See here, Rutherford picking it up from the backside on Star, finds Eddie Gunberg right inside for the two. We'll be back here on Vikings TV.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieve a lot of the financial burden.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Codify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Back here in Bellingham, Washington, Sean Wally alongside Jared Lewis and our entire Vikings TV crew. The Western Washington Vikings need to find some energy and bring a nice run as they trail 54-46 to Concordia, unless they want this to be their final game of the season.
As we see Sweet step to the line, you said it before, Sean, basketball is a game of runs. The Vikings need to make theirs. This is a very winnable game. They're in very, very close position there. 8 points. Scare you a little bit at first, but there's 11 minutes of basketball left to play. And all it takes is a hot hand, a couple turnovers, a couple defensive stops, and you've got control of the basketball game.
There's a reason Concordia is 5-14 in conference. They're showing they're a decent team, but they're 5-14 for a reason.
Yeah. And that you've seen some of that inconsistency. The question is, can they maintain it all the way down the stretch here?
10-point Cavalier lead. If the Vikings want it, they're going to have to earn it. Micah Wynn in the game for Western Washington. Drives the left side of the lane. Shot not even close.
And I think that's an example of what we need to see change. So much of what Western Washington's trying to do is individual players trying to take things in their own hands.
Offensive foul on Concordia. Charge taken by the senior, Tyler Payne.
It's that team effort that we saw on Thursday. So many different players, like we saw previously on the break with Eddie Gunberg, finding each other, working for each other instead of just trying to carry the load there. You see a great job being in position by the senior, Tyler Payne, to pick up the player control foul.
They've got to take advantage of this. Down 10. Vikings need points. 10:57 left. Payne into the lane. Nobody stops his penetration. He is fouled and will head to the line to the delight of the Viking bench.
Great job by Tyler Payne there. Saw the open gap. Right in, leans into the shot. Sees it right there. doesn't hesitate on the contact. Great body position to get the shot off and send himself to the line.
The senior out of Long Beach, California. Short arms the free throw. It's got to be an odd feeling for Tyler Payne, knowing this is his final regular season home game and possible final college basketball game if the Vikings don't win.
A lot of emotions. I know he's just trying to play hard and get the win. Many things going through your head.
56-47, Cavaliers in the lead. 10:40 left. Down low, they go to Ayala. Shot off the rim, rebound to Rutherford. Michael Wynn has it across half court for Western Washington. Wynn into the lane, trying to do it all himself. You mentioned it earlier, Jared.
Yeah, that's not what has gotten them where they were on Thursday. It's not what's gotten them the leads and the wins that they've had. It's when they play as a team, they have that multi-pronged attack. They're a very, very big threat. But right now, too many guys trying to say, I'm going to be the one to do this on my own. And those little mistakes are what are killing them so far.
See Wynn talking to the officials. He wanted a foul back on that last play, didn't get it. You got to move on. Nice movement of the basketball. Ayala in the lane. It's an 11-point Cavalier lead. Is that a double foul there?
It looks like it was. There's been a lot of contact at guard play, especially coming from Starr. I know it's been frustrating. We saw that earlier with Trevor Jasinski. The official seen a lot of contact. He's attempting to get control of the game there, saying both you guys are going to get called. That is the third foul on Starr, second for Tyler Payne.
Rutherford inbounds to the senior, hoping this is not his final college basketball game. Payne to Wynn. Wynn for three. Gets it to fall. Didn't have much arc on it, but it works.
Hey, take it. If it goes in, that's all that matters. Wynn does a great job coming off the screen there to set himself up. Vikings need a defensive stop here.
That three, crowd getting into the game just a little bit as the Vikings trail by 8. Alone under the basket, Bradley can't get it to go. Ayala battling for it, it's out of bounds to the Vikings. And you see Michael Wynn showing some energy for the Vikings, something the entire team could be doing right now.
All it takes is one guy, one spark to get that going. The quick bucket with that turnover there, Vikings with a chance to shave a little more off this gap.
They trail by 8. They can cut it to 6 or possibly 5. Wynn, the jumper from 15, down it goes. Michael Wynn pulls Western Washington within 6.
And you can see him directing traffic there, saying, I feel it, I've got it. A great stand-up jumper off the dribble by the redshirt junior from Los Angeles, Michael Wynn.
Starr in the lane, throws it away, and now you see Concordia starting to unravel to the delight of the Viking faithful here at Carver Gym.
You can see the reaction there from Cam Rutherford, from the other players. They can feel that energy, they feel that momentum shift. Now's the time for the Vikings to make their attack and make a big run.
Tyler Payne with 9 minutes left. He crosses half court for the Vikings. They trail by 6. Payne into the lane, finds Rutherford, hammers it down.
My goodness! Rutherford with great position all the way down, says I'm taking control here in a beautiful dunk to get this Vikings crowd on their feet.
Vikings within 4, the chant of defense. It's now or never for the Western Washington Vikings. The Cavaliers are done after this basketball game. The question is, will the Vikings be playing again in the GNAC tournament? Ayala, 12 to shoot in the lane. Wow, what positioning. He gets the layup. A 6-point Cavalier lead. Payne to Rutherford, the jumper off the rim, but Green corrals the rebound. A reset of the offense. Michael Wynn takes control. Wynn for 3. Off the front iron. Nobody home for the rebounds. Cavaliers have it. Butler working on Payne. 7:52 left. Gray. Bradley has it. His jumper is good. That's a 3-ball. Wow. Now a 9-point Cavalier lead, just like that.
Couple of quick buckets and the momentum turns right back.
Michael Wynn to the lane. Off window with the left hand. 63-56 Cavaliers. Time ticking away. Can the Vikings come all the way back? Butler into the lane, attacking the rack. Shot off the rim. Ball goes out of bounds. Who's it gonna be? It'll be Viking basketball. 63-56, Cavalier lead, 7:08 left in the season potentially for the Vikings. Come on back to Bellingham after this on Vikings TV.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
The Viking band playing good tunes here inside Carver Gym. Final time for those seniors in the band, here at a basketball game, that is. Although the Western Washington women's basketball team is in the GNAC tournament, the band may be here for that. We'll see if the men's basketball team can punch their ticket, if they can come on back. They trail 63-56 to Concordia. Sean Wally alongside Jared Lewis and our entire Vikings TV crew. You see the Tyler Payne poster. Fans in the student section trying to fire up his basketball team for the final 7:08.
What a 7:08 it'll be here. Very, very winnable basketball game for Western Washington. You see Michael Wynn bringing it up here.
Wynn out of California. Jumper inside the three-point line, down and in. It's a 5-point game, closest the Vikings have been in a while.
Well, you said it, Sean. We need somebody to get hot. Michael Wynn has been that person here in the last few minutes.
Gray with Wynn on him. Swings it to Bradley. Butler has it for Concordia, top of the key, picks up his dribble. Bradley in the lane. Tyler Payne disrupts him, ball out of bounds to the Vikings. This Viking crowd starting to feel the momentum turning in their direction.
Cannot discount Michael Wynn with a great defensive effort there. He is fired up. He's got a hand in on the basketball and the dribbler. He's trying to create things for this basketball team and doing a great job down the stretch, changing the momentum.
Jasinski to inbound. You still got to look at Jasinski to hit some big shots at some point. He only has 9 points. Payne. Hands off to Rutherford. There's TJ with it. Palms the basketball. TJ to Payne. Payne into the lane. Outside to Anderson for three. It's off, back iron. Concordia the rebound. 6:05 to play. Vikings need a stop. They go down low to Sweet. Jasinski on him. Sweet bumping Jasinski. Ayala spins baseline. Foul is called on Rutherford. That's 4 on Cam.
Ayala has really done a good job finding the reverse side. Big man is in control of his body. He knows his shot. Up and under once again. 4 fouls on Rutherford. He's really got to be careful here down the stretch.
Ayala has 10 points on the night. He would like to have 11. And he does. .551 left in Concordia's season. That much we know. Is it the final 5:51 for the Vikings? second free throw is off into the hands of Jasinski. Here come the Vikings. They trail by 6. Wynn for 3. Michael Wynn is in fuego.
Unbelievable, Sean. He continues to step up and hit and carry this team down the stretch.
Look at the determination on his face. You think he's not dialed in? 5:21 left. Concordia by 3. Sweet driving on Jasinski, nowhere to go. Out top they go to Butler. 5 on the shot clock. Butler a long 3. Jasinski with the block. Payne has it for the Vikings. This crowd is electric. Michael Wynn, one dribble, the 3 is good.
Holy
game, they're calling it a 2. A long 2. 64-63. Vikings within 1. The bench is pumped up for the Vikings. The crowd is pumped up. Look at Michael Wynn.
He feels it. He wants to win. We haven't seen a ton of minutes out of him recently down the stretch. He's saying, this is my opportunity. I'm going to take it. Stepping up off the dribble, under pressure. You see a great example here as he cuts hard in, controls his body in the air, switch over to the left for the up and in, off the dribble. The stand-up jumper, defense unable to get there over the great screen. And again here for the 3.
Look at the emotion.
14 points for Michael Wynn. You can see
Didn't play on Thursday night.
Did not. He's got his opportunity. He's taken it. You can see the emotion. He's fired up, saying, we are not done here. Our fate is in our hands. Let's do it, Viking faithful.
Western Oregon is giving the Vikings a gift. Inside a minute left in Canada at Simon Fraser, Western Oregon 65, Simon Fraser 51. That game is basically over for all intents and purposes. Vikings win, they're in the tournament. Can they get it done? Concordia, they're up by 1. They go down low to Ayala. He's done good things on the block. Throws it to Payne. Payne intercepts it. Payne is fouled. And this crowd is loving this comeback, Jared.
Well, I tell you, of all the moments for a senior, that might wind up being the biggest one here tonight. That can not only give them a chance to retake this lead. Tyler Payne with great court presence, great vision there. Snags the ball, is immediately bumped in the process. And Hunter Sweet, it's only his second foul, but it's a big one.
They changed it to Jarrett Gray. Foul on Gray. 4:35 left. This place will erupt if the Vikings can take the lead. They trail by 1. Payne in the lane, he's bumped. Shot goes down, but it will not count. Foul was before the shot.
And that's the contact I was talking about that we saw that led to the double foul earlier. Sweet, very aggressive defensive player. There's a lot of contact with both guards there. Sweet picks up his 4th personal foul, 7th team foul. That's the big factor here. The Vikings have been strong from the charity stripe.
Payne misses the free throw that would have tied the game. Let's see if Concordia can answer. Michael Wynn pokes the ball away, but a foul is called. Wynn doesn't have any fouls, so he is not in any kind of foul trouble. Now he has 1, along with his 14 points to lead the Viking charge back into this ball game. 4:23 left. Starr makes it a 2-point Concordia lead.
Win with 14, not just in the second half, but within the last 15 minutes, essentially.
Starr hits both free throws. It's a 3-point Concordia lead. 4:20 left, potentially in the Viking season. Micah wins the hot hand. He finds Allmeyer to the rack. Off window, it's short. Starr has the basketball. Gray hit the floor hard. He was slow to get up. Important possession on defense for the Vikings. They're already down 3. Down 5 or 6, not what the Vikings need. Starr using clock. 8 to shoot for Concordia. Off the screen from Ayala. Gray has it. His floater rattles off. Rebound to Ayala. There's Allmeyer to block the shot, and a foul is called.
That's something you just can't give up. You know, you force them against the shot clock to take a poor choice of a shot. You got to have that rebound.
A tense 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in Bellingham as you see Rutherford hammer at home. 63 for the Vikings, 66 for the Cavaliers. Back in Bellingham after this.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
3 minutes, 40 seconds left here in Bellingham, Washington. Sean Wally alongside Jared Lewis and our entire Vikings TV crew after the timeout. Dakota Ayala to the line. Concordia up 3. Ayala makes it 4 for the Cavaliers. 67-63 they lead. Ayala, the 6'7" sophomore from Troutdale, Oregon. It's a 5-point Cavalier lead. Vikings season on the brink. It'll end tonight if they do not get a victory. If they win, they punch their ticket to the GNAC tournament starting on Thursday, hosted right here inside Carver Gym. Jasinski outside to Wynn. Wynn's been hot in the second half. He finds Rutherford attacking the rack. He's fouled and he'll head to the line. Not a bad idea getting the clock to stop, but you got to earn it at the charity stripe.
Michael Wynn not only showing he can shoot off the dribble, but he's got great court vision for his teammate there. Rutherford once again putting himself in position right where he needs to be. And the first of 2 big free throws there as we hear some encouragement from the Western Washington fans.
Rutherford lets out a deep breath, misses the free throw. A 4-point Concordia lead. You hear the groan from the crowd at the miss of the free throw. Starr to Gray. Gray down low to Ayala. Vikings have had no answer for Ayala. He finds Starr outside. Starr gets it back for 3. Down goes the 3. The Cavaliers bringing it. No pressure. Cody Starr makes it 71-64 Concordia. Payne, his 3 is short. Rebound to the Cavaliers.
I'll tell you, that's rush shot. Tyler Payne saying, let's go, let's go. But putting that one up just a little too quick, coming up short.
2 minutes, 28 seconds left. Cavaliers already up 7. Ayala spins and an offensive foul is called. Just what the Vikings need.
You said Ayala's done a great job inside tonight. The way you stop that, you can't let him get the ball in there, and you got to give him credit. Great job position here by Rutherford. He knows the big man's move. He puts himself in front of that dropping shoulder as he drops just a little too far. The player control foul.
Michael Wynn had a good idea, except it was way too high on the pass to Payne, turning the ball back over to Concordia. Only 2:13 left. You can't do that.
I tell you, those are those little mistakes Little tiny mistakes here and there throughout the game. It hasn't been all game long, but just enough as they try to force the issue. And really where we've seen Western be strong offensively, when they bring it down, they work the ball, they involve all 5 players, they get great shots. They get the shots that they're looking for. They find the right guys. Coach asking how many timeouts he's got here as he wants to talk things over, weigh out his options.
Need to get this crowd to fire up the team. Team's tense. They know what's on the line. They got within 1, did the Vikings. And now they're down 7 yet again.
You just hope for a couple of quick turnarounds where you get this, you work for your good shots quickly, running up against the clock. You move the ball up court, but you got to get the defensive stops. One shot, you force them to take a shot they don't want to take, and they get one. And that's one thing we can't have here tonight. We need Rutherford, those guys who've been in there on those rebounds, Eddie Gunberg.
You mentioned Eddie Gunberg. Surprised he's not in there with his 3-point prowess when you're down 7 with 2:13 left in what is going to be the end of your season if you don't get on top in the scoring department over Concordia.
And I thought the same thing. I think what coach has done is said, hey, look, Micah Wynn is hot. Sometimes you mix up personnel and you go with the guy who it's working for, and it's been working for Micah Wynn here down the stretch, unquestionably with 14 points.
Payne called for the foul. Tony Dominguez doesn't like the call. The crowd here at Carver Gym doesn't like it either. Tyler Payne could be spending the final 2 minutes, 11 seconds of his college basketball career if the Vikings cannot come back. Cody Starr to the line. This is his final basketball game as a collegiate athlete. He is a senior. Hits the free throw. 72-64 Concordia. Cody Starr also out of Troutdale, Oregon. A 9-point lead for Concordia. Western needs points and stops. Win a 3. No, there's Jasinski, the rebound and lay-in. 73-66, Vikings in a full court press. 1:55 left. Vikings need stops. Anderson almost intercepts the pass. How did he not get that? Concordia takes a timeout. 1:44 left. Vikings down 7. 73-66. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back to Bellingham after this on Vikings TV.
Welcome back, Viking TV here. We see the shot from Micah Wynn, just a little off to the right. Jasinski in position for the quick bucket.
Concordia trying to hang on and win the final basketball game of their season, which would end the Viking season. Gray is fouled by Rutherford, and that is 5 on Cam, and he knows it, heading to the bench.
Boy, and that's huge down the stretch. Rutherford really done a great job being physical. A couple fouls early on. I know he's frustrated by that. And here we see Tucker, Eddie Gunberg coming in. He's had a hot hand at times. Can he find it here down the stretch?
It's a tough ask of Eddie Gunberg. He's been on the bench quite a while in the second half. Notice new shoes.
New shoes.
Not the highlighter colored shoes you had on in the first half.
I've done that at halftime too. I completely understand that if the pair aren't working for you.
Free throw missed by Gray. He gets one more. 7-point Concordia lead. Concordia looking to make the trek back to Oregon with a victory, ending the Viking season if they do. Gray hits the second. It's an 8-point Viking deficit. They've got 95 seconds to find a way to take the lead, or their season is done. Micah Wynn attacking the rack, not even close. Rebound to Bradley.
Yeah, and it's tough. You're hoping to draw the foul there, if not get the bucket. Rush shot, but as you run out of opportunities, run out of time, you take what opportunities you can get.
But again, you mentioned it earlier, share the basketball. You've got teammates. This isn't one-on-one.
And those just aren't the shots that have been getting it done for them tonight. You know, he's done a great job carrying the team on his back there for a stretch, but it's not something that's going to get you the whole victory, or the whole team victory. You need to involve everybody.
Starr misses both free throws. A gift for the Vikings. Jasinski on the run into the lane, to the rack, lays it up and in. 74-68, Vikings down 6. Clock running, 1:15 left. Somebody's got to stop Starr. He circles back to use time. And a foul is called. Micah Wynn commits the foul, sending Jarrett Gray to the line. Vikings down 6, 68 seconds left.
Jarrett Gray, 2 shots.
Vikings got to within 1 about 7 minutes ago. They could get no closer. That's 3 free throws in a row missed by the Cavaliers.
A lot of passed up opportunities as we see Tyler Wells check back in for Concordia.
Gray bends at the knees. The lefty's free throw is good. 7-point Concordia lead. Tyler Payne, could it be the final minute of his college basketball career? The jumper from 14 feet is good. 5-point Concordia lead. Clock running. 55 seconds left. Micah Wynn fouls Tyler Wells to stop the clock, sending Wells to the free throw line. .54 seconds left. Is it the final 54 seconds of Western Washington season? Concordia's giving them chances.
Giving them every opportunity here. They need to keep scoring like they did last time. These missed free throws, hopefully with a 3.
6-point Viking deficit. 54 seconds left. About time for the Vikings to start shooting some threes. 1 3-pointer would do wonders. Inigunberg thought about it, but he's way too far away. Micah Wynn probably will. A long 2 instead. It rattles out. And Concordia about to get out of here with a victory. 34 seconds left, up by 6.
Well, I tell you, Sean, just been lots of opportunities down the stretch here. Vikings just haven't been able to convert and take advantage of not only the Concordia mistakes, but hit the shots that they need to hit. And, you know, in my opinion, if you're going to take that long of a shot, might as well pull it up and make it a 3. A much-needed 3 here late in the game as Concordia looking tired here from the free throw line as they have missed quite a few free throws down the stretch.
Jace Cates from Canby, Oregon hits the second. It's a 7-point Concordia lead. 34 seconds left in both team seasons. If this game goes as is, and Anderson not even close on the 3, Bray is fouled by Jasinski. Vikings not even putting up quality shots down the stretch here in the final minute.
You know, that's such a key component to a shot. Not only shot selection, or having someone who's confident taking that shot, but the shot selection. You really have to have the patience, even if it's one extra pass, to know when to do and don't have it. Especially if it hasn't been dropping easy for you, which it hasn't been tonight.
Is Reggie Miller in the building? Can we find his Madison Square Garden magic?
A long sweep and deep three. Those are some legendary matchups here. We see Michael Wynn pulls up from 15. Again, just finds the back of the rim.
Concordia with another victory. They sweep their 2-game road trip by beating Simon Fraser and the Western Washington Vikings 79-70. The basketball season for Western Washington is over.
It is, and kind of the story that we've seen so many times this year. This is a very, very talented team, and they've shown us in spots that they can be absolutely unstoppable against the best, but the consistency down the stretch has been that missing component. Some bright spots, of course, as with any game. Michael Wynn with some great play coming into the second half to really lead that charge, but it just was not enough down the stretch.
This is why coaches lose sleep. Western Washington can beat St. Martin's, who is top ranked on the West Coast and top ranked in the GNAC, but then lose to Concordia with everything on the line and a chance to get in the postseason tournament.
Yeah, as you said, that is what coach. I can tell you, someone who coached for 20 plus years, that's absolutely what you lose sleep over when we call it defeating yourself. That's a very winnable basketball game. You saw this team compete, especially on Thursday, against some of the best teams in the conference, some of the best teams in the country. It just wasn't there tonight. And not much more you can say than that. The opportunities were provided, they just couldn't get it done. Credit to Concordia, with nothing to lose. They put a strong finish on what's been a difficult season for them.
Concordia ends the year at 11-17, 6-14 in conference. Somewhat fitting, the Vikings loss tonight puts them at even on the year, 15-15, 9-11 in conference.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Vikings have a lot that they can build on. This is still a very young team. As we said, only one senior. I think the key is, some of those little mistakes that come with time, that come with experience, and can they take the good things, those bright spots, and build on those?
Final highlights from the Western Washington Vikings in their final contest, 2018-2019. You look at Tyler Payne getting his final game, the senior. Got to give it up to Payne. A great run with Western Washington. Tyler Payne, unfortunately for the Vikings and Payne, his final game tonight.
Big fans of Tyler Payne here. He's been a great leader, and you saw him fighting down the stretch to get that, try to get the victory done for Vikings, but it just wasn't there. And I know that's definitely not the way he wants to end his career, but it has been a great career, and a big congratulations to Tyler Payne and his family on a strong basketball career here at Western Washington.
Tough way to end the season, especially when Western Washington University is hosting the GNAC tournament that starts Thursday. I will be here on the broadcast for all the games, most of the weekend. You yourself, Jared, will be involved back on the mic as public address announcer for a couple games.
Going back to my beginnings, my roots, doing some PA, which I love. There's nothing better than addressing the crowd. I'm going to have some fun, watch some great basketball starting right here next week, March 7th.
If you get a chance, come on out to Bellingham. Great basketball men's and women's tournament starting Thursday, March 7th. The Western Washington women have made that tournament, so one of the Western Washington teams will be involved. For the men here tonight, their season ends with a 79-70 loss to Concordia. For everybody here at Vikings TV, for Jared Lewis, I'm Sean Wally. Good night from Bellingham.